What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and in today's video I'll be attempting to predict the 2021-22 UEFA Champions League group stage. Look, I'll be doing things a little different than I've done over the last 4 seasons, where I did a deep dive on every single group, and it was basically a long drawn out video that no one really paid attention to. So I'm done with the deep dives, man. I'm done with the deep dives. This is a simplified version. We're going to go group by group, and we are going to be predicting each group, first, second, third, and fourth. Keeping it simple this year, all right? So let's start with Group A, which is my group. My team, Manchester City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge. These are all teams that we've seen in the Champions League recently, so they are no strangers to the competition. Man City made the final last season, lost to Chelsea. PSG made the final the season before, lost to Bayern Munich, and Leipzig made the semi-final that same season. So all teams that do well in the competition. Club Brugge, bit of an outsider comparing to these other teams, but they would actually want to put up a fight. You can't write off any teams in the Champions League, guys. Remember, this is a cup competition. It's not the league. It's not 38 or 34 matches per season. It's 6 games in the group, and if you don't do well, you're out. Remember, there's a lot of variables, which includes travel, which includes squad selection as well. There's a whole lot of things that apply, man. Remember, UEFA will be getting rid of the away goal rule in this season's competition and going forward. So to predict my group, I have fourth. Let's start with 4th to 1. I have Club Brugge under Philippe Clement. He's been the manager since 2019. They're a type of club, very progressive club, sell their best players, but they do replace them adequately. And I won't be getting too deep into the squads because this will take forever. But very good core of Belgian players. They added Wesley back to their squad, and they did some good business in the transfer window. As I said, I'm not going to get too deep into it because I'm going to start confusing myself, going through 32 teams and 32 transfer windows, basically. So I'm going to go for Club Brugge to come in 4th in this group. I think the likes of City, PSG would be a little bit too much for them. And we know RB Leipzig are no slouch in the competition as well. Coming in 3rd, I'm going to go for the aforementioned RB Leipzig. No more. They are under Julian Nagelsmann, who has moved on to Bayern Munich. And they're currently under the American Jesse Marsch, who moved over from Salzburg, another Red Bull team, to RB Leipzig. Let's see how the American does at Leipzig. He did pretty good for Salzburg in the competition before. And we know Leipzig, they have sold their best players. Upamecano, Marcel Sabitzer has moved on as well. And they have brought in some very, very talented players, along with the guys that they had there already. So they kept pretty much the core of their players, sold on a few who actually wanted to move on, sold 2 to Bayern Munich, made Bayern Munich stronger, of course. But I like the players that they bring in. And players that come to mind, Simakan and Joško Vardiel at the back. They still have guys like Dani Olmo, Christopher Nkunku. You have Konrad Laimer, Halstenberg. You have Klosterman, Nordi Mukiele. The list goes on, man. Gulaski in goal. They still have a very good team. But I'm going to go for them to come in 3rd simply because I think Man City and PSG are way too stacked up to miss out on the round of 16. It'll be weird seeing a Man City or PSG in the Europa League, right? So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, man. That'll be disastrous for Pep Guardiola or for Maurizio Pochettino, seeing that they have Lionel Messi in the team. Coming in 2nd in Group A, I'm going to go for my team, Manchester City. Look, we could well go on and top this group because in the Champions League, City usually do very, very well in the group stages. It's just at the quarterfinal in the past, they have been flunking out. Made it to the final last season, flunked out. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get over this hurdle and go on to win the damn Champions League. Is it going to be this year? I don't know, but let's see. I'm going to go for Pep Guardiola and his boys to come in 2nd here. Only big signing made during the summer transfer window, Jack Grealish. Aguero has left the club and Eric Garcia has moved on as well. So let us see how Man City fare against PSG. That game will be the decider. Those two games will be the decider. So let's see how it is. City did beat PSG last season, but they didn't have Messi, man. Listen, Messi's a maestro. Look at what he did against Bolivia last night, becoming the all-time leading goal scorer in international football for South America players. So, yeah. Group A, City second. Yeah, you could tell I'm not biased, right, guys? You could tell. Coming in first in the group is Mauricio Pochettino's Paris Saint-Germain. But if there's anyone who could F up this PSG team, it's Mauricio Pochettino. Look at what he did at Tottenham Hotspur. He had a really good squad. Couldn't win anything. You know what I'm saying? So he has won things at PSG already, but last season did not win Ligue 1. So let's see if he'll reclaim the top prize for PSG this season. But with their team super stacked up, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, you know, he's been rumored to want to go to Real Madrid. And Kylian Messi. Lionel Messi. But look, they're all great players. It's hard to see this team not placing first, man. Marquinhos in defense. You have Idrissa Gueye, Verratti. You have Donnarumma in goal. You still have Di Maria, Paredes. This team is too damn stacked up, man. And I'm going to go for them to top the group and come in first. We're going to keep it moving. So PSG first, City second, Leipzig third, and we have Club Brugge last in the group. We're going to move on. We're going to keep it moving. I think I spent a bit too long on Group A. Imagine if I had gone into the transfers and the manager and all of that in terms of, you understand what I'm saying, in terms of going deeper. So in this group, we have Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, FC Porto, and AC Milan. This is the group of death, in my opinion. And I know a lot of you guys share the same opinion here, but this is my group of death. Coming in fourth in this group, I'm going to go for a twist here. I'll be giving you a few twists. Coming in fourth, I'm going to go for Stefano Pioli's AC Milan. Making it back to the Champions League for the first time in quite a while. Look, I don't think AC Milan are going to do well. Really don't think. They have Zlatan at the, in the team. They brought in Giroud. They had some potent strikers there. But overall, I don't think they're going to do well. I think they needed to hold on to Çalhanoğlu to provide that creative spark. I know they may have done some business during the transfer window. As I said, won't be getting too deep into that. But I think the Donnarumma loss would be a big loss for them. They did bring in Marc Maignan. But I don't know, man. I don't know. They don't look like the type of team that's going to do anything in this group, considering who they're coming up against. Don't get me wrong. Who knows? They might just go on to shock us all and top the group. But AC Milan, we know, are Champions League royalty, having won the competition on multiple occasions. But it's not the same AC Milan at all. So I'm going to go for them to come in fourth in the group. Coming in third, I'm going to go for last season's surprise team, FC Porto, currently under Sergio Conceição. Still the man in charge. Let's see how large Porto are going to make themselves in this group, because they're familiar with playing Liverpool. Very familiar, and they caused a stir last season. So I don't want to write this team off too much. They could well go on to place first or second, but I'm going to go for the Portuguese Giants to place third and move into the Europa League place. They have made a few signings, a few outgoings, still have pretty much the same bunch of guys that were there last season, which would make them a force to be reckoned with. So we're going to move into second place, where I chose to go in Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. I know the Liverpool fans might be like, damn, what? Yeah, guys, you can't. You know Atletico Madrid, like they are your bogey team. I know, man. I don't want to remind you guys of what happened recently, but look, you know what happened recently. Liverpool didn't do much business in the transfer window. They brought in Ibrahima Konate. A few players left, a few fringe players like Shaqiri left, and Gini Wijnaldum left. He's a big player. But this Liverpool team, I still think they have enough to compete in the group and place second. Salah Mane, Firmino, Jota. You know what I'm saying? You still have Jordan Henderson at the club. Fabinho, Virgil van Dijk is the key. excuse me there, and you have Alisson Becker in goal. What else do you need? Trent Alexander-Arnold to whip him in, Robertson to whip him in, and they still have a very good team. So I'm going to go for Liverpool to come in second here. But the current holders of La Liga, Club Atletico de Madrid, Diego Simeone, one of the longest serving managers in European football at a top club. This team, I'm telling you, man, this team, they got Griezmann back now. He didn't do well at Barcelona, and let's see what he'll do at Atletico Madrid. If he'll get his mojo back. He's linking up with Luis Suarez. This Koke is still there. Saul did move on, but Koke is there. The defense is rock solid. Oblak in goal. I could go on and on and on about this team. Joao Felix. Look, they're top in this group. Without a doubt, they're top in this group. You know what I'm saying? I know there'll be a lot of delusional Liverpool YouTubers who's going to predict Liverpool to top the group, but it's all right, man. Let's see how it works out. We got to keep it realistic. We're going to move on. Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, AC Milan, in that exact order. We're going to move on to Group C. A lighter group. Group C looks light, man. You see what I'm saying? Group B looks like night. Real dark and scary. But Group C, it looks light. It's like a group of life, if you want to call it that. Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, Besiktas, and Sporting Club de Portugal back in the Champions League after winning the Portuguese league last season. So Ajax still under Ten Hag. In terms of Dortmund, they have a new manager in Marco Rose. Besiktas, Sergei Yalchin is in charge, and Ruben Amorim in charge of Sporting. Just to hit you with a little info there. So coming in fourth in the group, I'm going to go for Sporting. Even though they still have the same core players that won the league last season, I don't think they're going to do well in the Champions League, to be completely frank here. And in Group C, there'll be some twists. You see what I'm saying? So it's a group of life. Anything could happen. They could well go on to top the group, but I'm going for Sporting to place fourth. As I said, still has same bunch of players that won the league last season. And guys like João Paulina comes to mind. You know what I mean? He's been doing well for the Portuguese team as well. So, yeah, I don't want to get too much into the names and start confusing myself. But that player, what's his name, that scored a whole lot of goals last season, man? Gonçalves, man. He's still in the team. So look out for him. Definitely look out for him. Coming in third for the Europa League spot, I'm going to go for Besiktas, the Turkish team. I think they've done some good business in terms of the loan players they brought in. I like that they still have Atiba Hutchinson playing for them. I'm not saying he's going to be the reason why they place third, but it has two CONCACAF players in there, in Kyle Lowry and Atiba Hutchinson, both from Canada. Mishi Batshuayi was brought in on loan. They have Miralem Pjanic as well. They also brought back a very legendary Champions League player, in my opinion, in, what's his name? Alex Teixeira, who used to play at Shakhtar Donetsk, but went over to China, made his money, and now he's back. And I could go on and on and on. Besiktas are a quality team, and I think they're gonna do well in this group and place third. That's well. You're gonna go down to the Europa League. They could well go on to the round of 16, but I'm gonna go for them to come in third. Coming in second here, I'm gonna go for Ajax. Even though they keep selling their best players, they still have a really good core of players there in terms of, you know, Daley Blind, Dusan Tadic. They have Sebastian Haller brought in from West Ham last season. They still have guys like Mazrui at the club. Martin Stecklenburg, the veteran, came back. And they have youngsters like Gravenberg and, you know what I mean? I can't put my money on all the names, but they still have a few good youngsters at the club coming through. So I'm going to go for Ajax to come in second here. Coming top of the group, I'm going to go for Marco Rose's Dortmund. First season, he's managing Dortmund. And even though they lost Jadon Sancho, Thomas Delaney left the club, you have Erling Haaland. You got the big boy Erling Haaland up top. They brought in Daniel Malen, who will be definitely looking forward to playing against Ajax. And they've been doing some good business as well. So, look, Dortmund still pretty much the core of the team. Jude Bellingham, look out for him this season. And Dortmund, man, they're a team that could do something in the competition, but they always seem to disappoint you in the end. But still, I'm going to go for them to top the group. And we're going to keep it moving. But before we do, Sporting fourth, Besiktas third, Ajax second, and Dortmund coming in first. Let us keep it moving. Group D. Guys, does this look like last season's group or what? Pretty much, if you ask me. I think the other team in the group was Slavia Praha, now replaced by FC Sheriff Tiraspol, oh God, of Moldova. And they're making a debut in the competition, and I feel really bad for them. But let's see if they could actually pull off a few upsets in this group. So coming in fourth, though, in this group, I'm going to go for Sheriff. Currently under Yuri Vernidub, and I don't think they're going to, cause a stir. Could they? Who knows? But I'm not going for them to do anything, and I'm going to keep moving right on. I don't know much about this team. Most of us don't know much about this team, and they might be the first team from Moldova to make it into the Champions League, by the way. I might be wrong, but still. Coming in third in this group, yeah, there'll be some twists in Group D, which is last season's group as well. It's same teams. Real Madrid, Shakhtar, Inter in the same group last year. I'm going to go for Inter Milan to place third in the group. They're currently under Simone Inzaghi after Antonio Conte left. They are the holders of the Italian Scudetto, but I don't see them doing anything in the Champions League. They lost Lukaku, and I think he was a big reason why they did well. They brought in Hakan Çalhanoğlu and a few other players we're not going to get too deep into, and I don't think they're going to do too well. Sorry, Inter fans, but third. Coming in second, I'm going to go for a shock here. Roberto De Zerbi's FC Shakhtar Donetsk. Always a tricky team to play in the Champions League. I should say Shakhtar Brazil Donetsk, because sometimes you have about 8 to 9 Brazilians on the field. So they're forced to be reckoned with, man. Speed, skill, and just determination, man. And Shakhtar, I think they're going to give teams problems in this group. So I'm going to go for them to come in second. Thank God Shakhtar ain't playing against Man City. I'm fed up of playing Shakhtar as well. Top in the group, Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid. Champions League royalty, Real Madrid. Ancelotti is back, baby. Couldn't turn it down, man. He couldn't turn down the job. When Real Madrid calls, Ancelotti answers. So, look, pretty much same core of players. Few deals done in the transfer window. And, look, I don't need to explain myself when it comes to Real Madrid here. They're going to top the group. Eden Hazard, hopefully we see him come good this season. Karim Benzema, still there. Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Thibaut Courtois in goal. They have lost Varane and Sergio Ramos. Let's see how they get on without those guys. But let us see. That'll be the trick. That'll be the trick there. Let us see how they get on without those two central defenders. But I think they'll be all right, man. I really think they will be. So I'm going for them to come in first and top their group. I don't know if they're going to win the competition, but let us see, man. Let us see. So let's move on to Group E. But before we do, let's just do a recap. Real Madrid first, Shakhtar second, Inter third, and Sheriff fourth. I didn't even mean to do it in the same order that it's in right now. So Group E. Ooh, what a group. Bayern Munich versus Barcelona again. This group is very top heavy. I just want to put it out there. There's also Benfica and Dynamo Kyiv of Ukraine in the group. So we're going to predict this one and keep it moving. Not a very hard group to predict unless we're going to have some type of twist, some type of upset here. It's pretty much clear. It's clear cut. Very clear cut. Fourth, I'm going to go for Dynamo Kyiv. Still under Mircea Lucescu, who is 76 years old. I should actually say Count Mircea Lucescu, because he's from Romania, and the man might actually be a vampire. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you 76 years old and you're still managing top teams, man? So you got to give it up to Mircea Lucescu. Look, Lucescu, sorry, bro. You guys are coming in fourth. I like the not the Shakhtar. I like, sorry, Dynamo Kyiv fans. I like the Kyiv team, though. A lot of very talented Ukrainian youngsters in the team, like Shigankov come to mind, a Shaparenko comes to mind, and not going to get too much into the names. I want to confuse myself, but they got some really neat players there. So I won't be surprised if they do something. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Barcelona without Messi, you never ever know. So we're going to come in third. Jorge Jesus's SL Benfica. Remember, guys, Benfica won't win the competition. They won't win the Champions League. They won't win the Europa League. They won't win the Conference League. They are still cursed. The curse of Bela Gutman, made in the 1960s after they didn't want to pay the man who had previously won them big things. He put a 100-year curse on the team. So they'll have to wait until about 2060 something before they could think about winning a major European trophy. I'm going to go for them to come in third. The selling club, they still have, you know what I mean, some good players there. Everton comes to mind. That Brazilian winger, oh man, oh my God. What a player, what a player. Yeah, they still have Harry Seferovic there, you know, not so exciting to talk about him, but, you know, guys like Rafa Silva still there, Andre Almeida. Yeah, pretty much the same old Benfica. I don't think they're going to do anything here. Come in third, go down in the Europa League and participate in that one. Note I said participate and not win it. We're going to move on. The top two teams, man. Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Which one? Which one should I pick to come in second? Guys, it has to be Barcelona, right? It has to be. They don't have Messi, even though they've not looked too bad under Ronald Koeman with Memphis Depay doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? They just brought in Luke de Jong. Of course. Griezmann has left the building. Ousmane Dembele is always injured. You have Umtiti always fighting for his place. Poor Umtiti. But the Barcelona team, it's going to be interesting to see what they do this season, seeing that they don't have their maestro, their talisman, their heart and soul, Lionel Messi. It would be hurtful to Barcelona fans to just watch Messi play for PSG and go on to do well. So Barcelona second. They're coming up against Bayern Munich, who recently destroyed them. Embarrassed them in the season before last. God damn, listen, Barcelona fans could never forget about that one. And we have the rematch twice. So let's see if they're actually going to compete against Bayern Munich here, who I'm picking to place first in the group under the new man, Julian Nagelsmann. Hansi Flick has left the club. He's moved on to bigger things in the German national team. Is the German national team bigger than Bayern Munich? Yeah, of course, man. Come on. Or maybe not. Who knows? But Julian Nagelsmann, let's see if he wins Bayern the title in Germany again, or let's see if he could even go on to win them the Champions League. But they're pretty much a very stacked up team. Gnabry, Sane, Lewandowski. They brought in Upamecano and Marcel Sabitzer from RB Leipzig. And they still have a bunch of good players in the team, man. Müller, Kimmich, Neuer in goal. They did get rid of Boateng. That might be a good thing for them. But team looks still stacked up, though. So I'm going to go for Bayern Munchen to come in first in the group. So Bayern first, or I should say Bundesliga first, Barcelona second, Benfica third, and Dynamo. Why am I putting it in the same format that it's in? I don't know. Maybe the UEFA website is actually doing predictions as well. So we're going to move on to Group F. Group F. You have Manchester United, Villarreal, Atalanta, BC, Bergamo Calcio, that stands for, and BSC, I don't know what that one means, Young Boys of Switzerland. Young Boys currently under David Wagner, the former Huddersfield and Schalke manager. Wow, you move from those clubs, relegated clubs, right, to the Champions League. You're winning, bro. Sometimes, guys, it just shows you when you lose, you could win too at the same time. But I'm going to go for Young Boys to come in fourth in the group. I don't think they're going to do anything here, man. They don't have Guillaume Horo in the team no more. Pretty sure I didn't see him when I did my little, check of all the squads. Yes, guys, I did look through all the teams. I made sure I looked at the transfers. Even though I'm not getting too deep into all the transfers, this video will take forever. I really did take a look at all the teams. But I'm going to go for Young Boys to come in fourth here. I think they'll get battered in this group, by the way. Sorry, Young Boys fans, but yeah, man. You guys would definitely be like young boys in this group. So we have coming in third. This one was a tricky one, though. This one was really tricky. But I'm going to go for the current holders of the Europa League on the Unai Emery Villarreal Football Club, or Club de Football, to come in second. They did make some good signings. I like the Boulaya Dia signing. Have some really talented players like a Yeremy Pino in the team. Gerard Moreno as well comes to mind. And some very, very gritty midfielders like a Coquelin, a Capui. And the team is just a very determined team. Very, very determined. I like this team. Really like this team a lot. But this is not an easy group, man. Seeing that United in the group, Atalanta in the group, and we know Atalanta are entrepreneurs. They mean business. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to go for them to come in third. Simply because Unai Emery wants to go down to the Europa League and win it again. Come on, man. Guys, don't you know that? If he had a choice, he would have went back to the Europa League. Simply because he know that's almost a guaranteed trophy for him. How many he has now? Like 4 or so? God damn, Unai Emery, you're the real deal. Coming in second, I was gonna give United second, but I think Atalanta under Gianpiero Gasparini is gonna come in second, man. This team is one of the most progressive teams over the last, let's say, 4 to 5 seasons. And I really love watching them play very, very attractive football, man. The recruitment system is absolutely phenomenal. They have the biggest loan army out there, by the way, guys. They have about 59 players out on loan, if you did not know. And look at the transfer dealings. They have moved on players, but they still bring in some quality players, like moving on Romero and bringing in Demiral from Juventus comes to mind. The recruitment that they bring in, like guys like Malinovsky and Miranchuk from Russia and Ukraine, respectively. And you have Duvan Zapata and Muriel, Colombians up top. And look, man, I could go on, man. I could go on and on and on. Robin Gosens and guys like Toloi, Freuler, the Swiss man in the middle, Pasalic, just reviving his career at Atalanta and all. And look, could go on and on, man. But this team is very good to watch. Second, United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think they're going to come in first. The team is stacked up. Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, return of Cristiano Ronaldo as well in the team. So it would be somewhat of a freaking shame, an embarrassment if they don't even place top 2 or even come in second. So look, I don't need to elaborate even further. I think United are going to top Group F. And who knows what they'll do in the competition. Let's just wait and see. But I'm going to go for them to come in first in the group. So United, Atalanta, Villarreal, and Young Boys. We're winding down. We got 2 more groups to go. And we're going to talk about Group G. 28 minutes in already. God damn, I did not want to make this video so long. But guess what, man? When it comes to the Champions League, I guess for me, I can't help it. I really can't help it. But look, Group G, Sevilla, Salzburg, Wolfsburg, and Lille. This is also a group of life, in my opinion. And in coming in fourth, I think it's going to be Lille, currently under Joycelyn Gouvenets. So I think they're not doing well in Ligue 1. They're the holders as well. And they have to be blamed. They got to blame themselves. They keep selling off all their best players. How are you going to win the title and then let go your goalkeeper, Mark Mainan? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just keep selling. And they're going to sell again next summer. Or who knows? They might start selling this winter. But they're not looking good in Ligue 1. And I think they're going to really struggle in this group and come in fourth. Coming in third, I'm going to go for RB Salzburg, currently under Matthias Jalsel. And I don't know this manager like that. I'm going to keep it real. But when you look at the talent that they have in that team, oh man, ooh, Brendan Aronson, Karim Adeyemi comes to mind. And there's a few other players. The names are not coming. I think there's a young Slovenian in the team as well. And they still have a few veterans there to make up the core. But look, this team is a team you cannot trust. There's an element of surprise there, and they could shock. But I'm going to go for them to come in third. Coming in second, I'm going to go for Wolfsburg, man. Seeing that this club was on the edge of being relegated twice in a row, it's amazing to see them back in the Champions League. They're currently under Dutch legend Mark van Bommel. And, you know, I like the makeup of this team. You know what I mean? They have a few guys who, you know, gotten themselves into the German team, like a Riddle Baku comes to mind. And they brought in the Mecha brothers from Manchester City, Lucas and Felix Mecha. That was actually nice to see. They're Germans, so they're at home. And they have Weghorst. Of course, you have Weghorst. You're going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So I like this team. Guys like Roussillon still there, you know, very underrated left back. And I could go on and on in terms of the names. But again, don't want to confuse myself and then call out the wrong name. Probably did that already in the video. But it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. No pressure here. Wolfsburg to come in second. Top of the table, Julian Lopetegui's Sevilla. It's just kind of crazy how, you know, Julian Lopetegui's career has been on an upward surge, you know, ever since that whole debacle with the Spanish national team when he was sacked after taking a Real Madrid job, went to Real Madrid, flopped, and then at Sevilla, he has been doing well. And Sevilla has been doing some really good business as well. I don't need to get too deep in their squad, but they have been doing some solid business. They brought in Eric Lamela, and they brought in a player from Wolfsburg. The name ain't coming to me right now, but I think his name is Gil. I can't remember his damn name. But Sevilla still very much a force to be reckoned with. The two Moroccan internationals in Munir El Haddadi and Yusuf Enezairi up top. You know, Enezairi is a beast, man. Just want to put it out there. That player is a hell of a player. And, you know, you have Jules Koundé, Diego Carlos at the back. They got a nice little team. They got a nice little team. Sevilla, very, very dangerous team. So I'm going to go for them to place first in the group. So won't stay too long on this group. This is a very open group, but Sevilla tops the group. Wolfsburg second, Salzburg third, and Lille to come in fourth. Last but not least, let us move on to Group H, where there's Juventus, Chelsea, Zenit, and Malmo. Oh, I'm glad. This group is a little easier to predict. I feel bad for Zenit and Malmo, but who knows what they'll do, though? Who knows what they'll do? But I do think that they'll be competing for the Europa League spot, the third place. So for Zenit, they're currently under Sergei Semak, Thomas Tuchel at the helm of Chelsea, Max Allegri back at Juventus, and John Dahl Thomason, the Danish legend, at the helm of the Swiss club Malmo. So coming in fourth, I'm going to go for Malmo, though. You know what I'm saying? Not much more to add. I think they'll just be happy to be in the competition. They came through the qualifiers and all. Who knows what they'll do, but I think they'll come in fourth. Not going to get into names because I don't know many players at Malmo, and it's not many standout players at Malmo either. If you know any player to watch from Malmo, let me know in the comments section down below. Coming in third, I'm going to go for Zenit St. Petersburg here. FC Zenit. You have Malcolm at the team. You have guys like Sada Azmoun. You have Ateb Zuba. Oh, man, he's a problem. Dejan Lovren is the captain of Zenit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to have problems when you come up against Dejan Lovren. There's Yaroslav Rakitsky, big Ukrainian defender as well. And the list goes on. They have a nice little team. Not going to lie. They got a nice little team, but third, coming in second in this group is Max Allegri's Juventus without Ronaldo. And they might be without the American genius Weston McKennie. Yeah, that's a joke, guys. But look, I don't judge seeing that Chelsea are the holders of the Champions League. Juventus have not been at their best. They still have a very good core with their defense still marshaled by Chiellini and Bonucci. You know, there's Juan Cuadrado, Danilo, Alexandro, Dybala. The name goes on. The names goes on and on and on. They did bring in Manuel Locatelli, which is their only major signing this summer. Still have pretty good guys at the team. Kulusevski comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? The name goes on and on and on. Bernardeschi comes to mind. The Juventus team would do well. Second, though. Second. I think Chelsea would end up top in this group. And who knows what they'll do. They're the defending champions, and they still look good. One of the most stacked up teams in Europe under Thomas Tuchel. They have started the season very strongly, and they have made their intent clear by bringing in Romelu Lukaku. They have brought in Saul Niguez as well. Don't know if he's going to make a big impact on the team, but you got guys like Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, whose name I always forget to mention, and they look good. I ain't gonna lie, man. Not gonna lie. Chelsea are looking damn good. Edward Mendy, Jorginho, N'Golo Kante all won awards last season in the Champions League. And, they look good, man. Reece James, Aspilicueta, Marcos Alonso, Rudiger. Can't believe I'm mentioning some of these guys' names, but they've been doing well lately. So, guys, that'll be it in terms of my Champions League group stage predictions. Chelsea top, Juventus second, Zenit third, Malmo fourth. Let's see how many I end up getting right. Make predictions in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video if you like it. I didn't mean for it to be another half hour, but I guess you can't help it, man. You know what? You know what it is, though? I was actually trying to do this video without doing any analysis whatsoever of the groups. No analysis. Just say, yeah, I think this team is going to come in first, second, third, and fourth. I can't do it. I simply cannot do it. I don't know what it is, but it's not in me. As much as I try not to get too in-depth, guys, I end up going in-depth. I don't know why I do it, but I hope you enjoy the video. So from your boy Dominic Rich, until my next one, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich, score hot. Peace. But it was a good discussion, you know what I mean? I don't have to do any edits or anything. And that was the whole point of doing the video in this fashion. Smart, right? Peace.